I'm ready to do another Quattro Minuti con Casanova. Today is really hot, so and I just ate a lot of risotto and cicchetti, so I'm sorry if I'm a little slow, but I'm going to tell you a story about this really great place. Today it's called Cantina Spade, which means the two spades, but really back in Casanova's day, this was called the Spade, and there was a restaurant here with an inn upstairs. So this story is a little controversial and a little difficult to tell, but I'll tell you how he tells it and then you can draw your own conclusions. So it was during carnival time in 1746. Casanova was just a teenager. He was out carousing with his friends one night during carnival. So this is a time when, you know, everyone sort of turns the rules on their head. People put on masks, they go do crazy things, they sleep with people, they party, they drink, they get drunk, they carouse the streets. So he and his 7 other buddies, including one nobleman, a member of the Balbi family, they were out and they saw this beautiful woman with 3 other men. And they decided they were going to play a little prank. So they told the men that they were from the Council of 10, kind of the state inquisition. And they told the men they were under arrest, and they got the guys and they took them in a boat out to San Giorgio Maggiore, the island in front of Bacino San Marco. And they left the guys there, while some of their friends stayed with the woman. Well, the woman was distraught. In fact, they took her over to Campiello del Remer, kind of up near the train station. They sat with her and she was crying and very upset because her husband was arrested, she thought. Well, then all of the young men came back together and they brought the woman here and got a room upstairs at the inn of the Spade. And first the nobleman was in the room with her and took off his clothes and climbed in bed with her, and she was quite surprised, but apparently she didn't fight him. Next, Casanova came into the room to have his turn, and the woman was looking surprised, and then it kind of dawned on her that, as Casanova put it, she was going to have her turn with everyone in the band. So after that, each of the men came in and slept with her, all except for Casanova's brother Francesco, who declined, doesn't really say why. And the way Casanova tells the story, at the end, she laughed, she thanked them for a wonderful evening, and said she had a great time. She went home, didn't tell her husband or anyone the story. The husband and the friends were quite angry because they spent the night out on this island and they thought they were arrested, but they weren't. No one ended up pressing charges because in Casanova's group of friends there was this member from the nobility who were sort of untouchable. So Casanova and his friends completely got away with this. It's very interesting, and there are many biographies on Casanova, 6 or 7. Almost all of Casanova's biographers were male and tell this story of the woman thanking Casanova and the friends. The one female biographer calls it a gang rape. You know, how do we judge this? Do we judge it by our modern standards? Do we think about the time period? It was Carnevale, when people did these kinds of things without worrying about it. Do we think about different morals between then and now? I don't know. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. But this is the place where it happened.